Hey guys, welcome back to Extremely Annoyed. It's Benny B from the Bronx. That's your boy. Real quick, the Hot 2 girl is facing some controversy. She apparently scammed her fans by asking them to invest in her crypto company, Mean Crypto. Now that is insane. What is wrong with these YouTubers and crypto? Like Logan Paul scammed his fans. Made them lose lots of money. Jack Dory is also trying to do this crypto scam shit. And now this lady, Hot 2 girl, Haley, whatever her name is. Why? Like, just be content with what you got. Like, what is wrong with you people? I don't get it. I don't understand that shit. I mean, it's sad to see that because there's talks about her facing jail time due to this crypto scam thing. But that wouldn't be fair. I don't think it would be fair. I don't think she's that smart to actually scam people like that, the way they're talking about it. But still, you know, being dumb is not an excuse. You know, a lot of people lost a lot of money. People are, you know, affected by it. So, but still, I feel like this is karma. Because you remember that podcast when they asked her how she thanked the people that made her famous?
That's a good question. Thank you?
Tell him thank you for what?
Making you famous?
Well, see, we reached out to him and I asked him to stop posting those videos and he never did. He blocked us all and everything. So I'm not telling him thank you for anything.
Oh, really?
Wow.
So
now you could argue the fans made her famous, the audience, the viewers made her famous because they took that little clip from the entire interview and made it go viral. You can argue that. But if they didn't take the video, those two guys who took the video of that little clip that went viral, it would have never existed. She couldn't even thank them or at least collaborated with them, like maybe once or twice. Nothing. I think it's karma. I think it's bad karma. I think she's a fucking bitch. She would have still been working in the streets if not for them. Now, you know, what's happening now and the jail time thing, I don't think that's fair. Again, like I said, obviously she's not very smart. So I don't think the whole thing was her idea. But still, like, you know, people did believe in her. The people, you know, were invested because of her and lost their money because of her. So, I don't know. Whatever. So, I'm sure you guys have heard recent news about this Omer Narto. I don't know his name, man. He's an American-Israeli soldier. Not even an American soldier, but an Israeli soldier. Basically a terrorist. He's a terrorist that only recently they discovered was killed on October 7th, because before that they thought he was taken as hostage and that he was only injured on October 7th, but taken as hostage by Hamas at that time. But 1 year later, now somehow, in some way, they realized that he was dead this entire time. I don't know how they even knew that or how they found that out. But why would Hamas kill this man on October 7th, then drag his corpse with them? Why would they take his corpse? To analyze his body, to study his anatomy, to try to find out what Israeli people are made of? Everybody in the world knows exactly what Israeli people are made of. Cowardness, savagery.
I worked as a trauma surgeon in Gaza from March 25th to April 8th. I volunteered in Ukraine and Haiti. I grew up in Flint, Michigan. I've seen violence and worked in conflict zones. But of the many things that stood out about working in a hospital in Gaza, one got to be nearly every day I was there, I saw a new young child who'd been shot in the head or the chest, virtually all of whom went on to die, 13 in total. At the time, I assumed this had to be the work of a particularly sadistic soldier located nearby. But after returning home, I met an emergency medicine physician who'd worked in a different hospital in Gaza 2 months before me. I couldn't believe the number of kids I saw shot in the head, I told him. To my surprise, he responded, "Yeah, me too, every single day."
So, you know, it doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. But I think the thing that can actually make it make sense is the fact they're trying to persuade America to get involved in their genocide against Palestine, right? And that's what they're trying to do. Which, by the way, we are involved, directly involved. We fund these people, these terrorists. We provide them weapons. So we're definitely involved. Not only that, the Biden administration has also sent troops to help these freaking maniacs to kill more innocent people.
Tasha, well, first of all, the president will also be making a stop in Jordan while he is over in Israel. Now, in addition to that, the Pentagon has ordered about 2,000 U.S. troops to be ready to deploy to Israel within 24 hours of receiving notice.
You know, it's sad. But as I was saying, they're trying to persuade the newly elected President Trump before heading into office to get involved in this heinous atrocities that are committed on the Palestinians, on the people of Lebanon, and Iran, and Syria. They're trying to start World War III because that seems the way they're going with this fucking savagery. So hopefully not, but anyway, point being is, that is what I think they're doing, because only recently a video came out from Hamas released a video of an American citizen as well, and another American citizen, pleading to Trump to help negotiate for his release.
2 young American-Israeli hostages coming into focus. Israel's military announced today that Omer Nutra, a 21-year-old IDF soldier from New York, was killed in the Hamas terror attacks on October 7th. For more than 400 days, his family thought he was still alive. His mother at a rally for hostages yesterday, before word of his death.
We pray that this time miracles should happen, and they should happen really quickly.
Along with that news, word another American hostage is still alive. Appearing in a Hamas propaganda video on Saturday, Idan's mother appealing to Israel's prime minister and president for a hostage deal. While in Gaza, U.S.-based charity World Central Kitchen pausing its operations after 3 of its local staff members were killed in an Israeli airstrike. Israel said one of the 3 had participated in the October 7 terrorism, but the organization said it has no knowledge of any of the staff in the targeted vehicle having participated in that day's attacks.
I feel angry. I feel angry because this is a targeted assassination. They hunted my brother. They know who he is. My brother was a civilian feeding people, and still they went and killed him.
That's Hani al-Madhoun, who's based in Virginia. In early 2024, as Israel's genocide in Gaza was in full swing, he raised money to help his brother Mahmoud launch a soup kitchen thousands of miles away in Gaza. It helped feed thousands of Palestinians every day as Israel's blockade threatened widespread starvation. But on November 30th, as Mahmoud was delivering food to northern Gaza's Kamal Adwan hospital, he was killed by an Israeli drone.
This is my baby brother. This is my business partner. This is my friend. I don't understand why. You've known about the soup kitchens. I have given the coordinates to everybody, including the White House, the Israeli government. Guess what? They targeted my brothers.
You know why he didn't ask Netanyahu? Because Netanyahu have shown he don't give a fuck about the citizens. We all know that recent reports, witnesses have came out and said that during the October 7 attacks, IDF killed their own citizens. This is a fact. You can go look it up yourself. Citizens have said that the IDF has shot at their own citizens. This is called the Hannibal Directive. It's an order. And they say this only applies to only other soldiers, only other IDF members. I don't believe that a bit. Anyway, point being is another example of them not giving a fuck about their own citizens is the fact they're copper bombing the heck out of Gaza, and they claim to targeting Hamas, right? They're targeting Hamas. Hamas got their hostages. Why would you use bombs? Obviously, they don't care about their well-being. Another point about how they don't give a fuck about the hostages, they don't give a fuck about their own citizens, is that after October 7, when Hamas called for a ceasefire in return for their hostages, for their civilians, they said no. They declined. They said no. So Hamas literally had to call Red Cross to come and take hostages back into the occupied land of Palestine, back to the Israeli terrorist government. So, yeah, they don't give a fuck. So this whole thing is a rouge. They're trying to persuade America and get involved. And again, like I said before, we are directly involved by giving out and allowing our tax money to pay for this atrocities and this genocide that's currently being committed on the Palestinian people. So we're definitely involved. And that's why I think Palestinians, pro-Palestinians, anybody who is supporting Palestine, who are standing against genocide, should stop paying taxes. I think that's the only way our government here in America would actually listen, is if you stop paying taxes now and stand as one unit on that regard. Because obviously they will try to attack individuals, they will try to attack and shut down businesses. Anybody that doesn't pay the taxes, they're going to try to imprison. They're going to try to ruin people's lives once we decide as a unit and stay as a unit to stop paying taxes and funding these terrorists, Israel. Still, I think that's the only way that we can have a lasting impact. We can actually convince our government in not supporting genocide. Other than that, I don't see, because obviously they're all in cahoots. They have shown their allegiance to this terrorist state. They are not wavering at all. They still think this whole thing is about Hamas. Two leaders of Hamas are gone, right? And you could say or argue, oh, well, that doesn't matter. They're always going to pick another leader. Now, after all this death, right? After all this killing of innocent men, women, and children, families, fathers, daughters, mothers, sons, if people decide to fight, are they now Hamas? If they tried to fight against these terrorists who took their loved ones away from them, are they Hamas? When will it end? It will never fucking end. It will never fucking end. These people know nothing but blood. They want fucking blood. That's all they want. They want to take as many lives as they possibly can so they can literally eliminate Palestinians and steal more of their land like they have always done since before 1947. So that is their goal, right? A greater Israel. And it's not going to stop there. The greater Israel is a part of Sinai all the way to even part of Saudi Arabia. So these savages, these bloodthirsty vampires, they're not going to stop. Okay? That's why we should stand as a unit and not pay no fucking taxes. Otherwise, our government is going to continue funding these terrorists. Anyway, what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below.